You won't find it labeled on any official maps, but believers claim it covers roughly 500,000 square miles of the Atlantic Ocean and forms a triangular-shaped area that is bounded by Miami, Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda. Some call it the Devil's Triangle, but it's best known as the Bermuda Triangle, a name first coined by a magazine fiction writer in 1964. Most people who have traveled through this area have done so without incident, yet the disappearance of some ships and planes in the Bermuda Triangle have led to the creation of numerous myths. Nothing quite sparks the imagination like unexplained natural phenomena, vanishing ships and airplanes, or abandoned vessels floating adrift at sea. People love to speculate about the reasons behind these disappearances, and these theories range from plausible to far-fetched. Even though there is no evidence that disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle occur more frequently than in any other well-traveled areas of the ocean, there are those who still firmly believe that the Bermuda Triangle is a place shrouded in mystery. Reports of unexplained disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle began to capture public attention in the 1900s, but recordings of unexplained phenomena in this area date back over 500 years. In 1492, when Christopher Columbus first traveled to the New World, he recorded experiencing erratic compass readings when sailing through the Bermuda Triangle, as well as seeing flames of fire and strange lights that he could not explain. Statistics on the numbers of ships and planes said to have disappeared while traveling through the triangle vary greatly, from dozens to hundreds or more. One of the most commonly cited disappearances in the triangle is that of the USS Cyclops, a 542-foot-long Navy cargo ship. The ship vanished in 1918 with over 300 men on board. It never sent out a distress call, even though it was equipped to do so. Searchers were unable to locate any wreckage. President Woodrow Wilson stated, "Only God and the sea know what happened to the great ship." In 1941, two of the Cyclops' sister ships vanished along nearly the same route. Another off-sighted disappearance is Plane 680, an Air Force reserve plane that disappeared in 1965 while flying from Florida to the Bahamas. All radio communication with the plane was routine until it vanished. Searchers recovered only a few scraps of debris. Even with the advancements of modern technology, planes and ships still sometimes vanish while traversing the fabled Bermuda Triangle. There are numerous credible theories that attempt to explain the reasons behind the disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle. This includes geographical features of the area and forces of nature. Dangerous reefs and shallow waters around many of the islands in the Bermuda Triangle can cause extreme damage to ships. Lost ships and planes might also be the victims of violent and unexpected storms that frequent this region. In addition, the majority of Atlantic tropical storms and hurricanes pass through the triangle, and in the days before more advanced weather forecasting, these powerful storms likely claimed many vessels. Further, the triangle has some of the deepest trenches in the world that can keep sunken ships and planes from ever being found. Other possible culprits include waterspouts, giant rogue waves, and underwater earthquakes. Storms and other forces of nature can also cause navigational challenges for both pilots and sailors, and when combined with human error, the results can be deadly. The triangle is one of the most frequently trafficked areas for amateur pilots and sailors. The Gulf Stream, which is extremely swift and turbulent, flows through this region, and it can cause problems for inexperienced sailors. It can easily throw them hundreds of miles off course if they do not compensate correctly for the current. The triangle also has a long-storied reputation of causing navigational instruments to go haywire. Magnetic anomalies occur all over the world, not just in the triangle, and most pilots and sailors know how to compensate their compass bearings to adjust to true north. Even so, instrumentation failure can contribute to human error. Many experts now argue that the famous disappearance of 5 Navy Avengers in 1945 was the result of human error. The planes took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to conduct bombing practice runs over nearby shoals. The control tower then started to receive transmissions from the mission leader, known as Flight 19, stating that they were lost, compasses were not working, and everything looked wrong. Despite attempts to redirect the group and get them back on course, they were never seen again. After a massive weeks-long search that turned up no clues to explain the disappearance, the Navy declared it was as if they had all flown to Mars. Experts think the mission leader accidentally steered the group off course when his navigational instruments began to malfunction. Disoriented and unable to find land, the bombers eventually ran low on fuel and likely had to ditch into the sea. In addition to geographical features, forces of nature and human error, accidents are another credible theory that could explain some of the disappearances in the triangle. The SS Marine Sulphur Queen is one such example. The tanker, which carried 15,000 tons of molten sulfur in heated tanks, was traveling from Texas to Virginia. Its last communication, which stated all was routine, took place on February 3, 1963, and placed the ship near Key West. It never reached its destination. 3 days after its last communication, Coast Guard searchers found a single life jacket floating 40 miles southwest of the tanker's last known position. Eventually, other debris was recovered, 2 pieces of board bearing the name of the ship, 8 life jackets, some with rips possibly caused by shark's teeth, 5 life rings, 1 shirt, 1 piece of oar, 1 oil can, 1 gasoline can, 1 cone buoy, and 1 foghorn. Experts suspect that leaking sulfur may have caused an explosion. Sharks and barracuda who frequent the region may have finished off any crew members who initially survived the explosion. Although the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Coast Guard have never identified any supernatural factors to explain the disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle, it does not deter those who believe in such theories. The Bermuda Triangle is an area with one of the highest incidences of UFO sightings, and some attribute missing ships and planes, as well as abandoned vessels in this region, to alien abductions. Proponents of alien-related theories often assert that underwater caves, called blue holes, serve as portals that can transport aliens to the Bermuda Triangle from other dimensions. Yet others believe in a supernatural phenomenon they call electronic fog. They claim it can disrupt a pilot's navigational instruments or even cause an aircraft to travel through time. 2 adherents of the electronic fog theory claim that while flying through the Bermuda Triangle, a strange cloud chased their plane and then formed into a tunnel. Unable to escape it, they flew inside the tunnel and saw lines on the walls that spun in a counterclockwise direction. Their navigational instruments went berserk, and their compass spun counterclockwise. The cloud eventually peeled away in what looked like ribbons of fog, and their instruments returned to normal. Emerging from the tunnel, they were shocked to discover they were flying over Miami, despite the fact that on their route, it would take 75 minutes to reach Miami, and only 47 minutes had passed. They remain convinced the electronic fog caused them to travel through time. Finally, others support a theory that claims the lost city of Atlantis lies at the bottom of the sea beneath the Bermuda Triangle. Proponents assert that crystal energies emitting from Atlantis shoot rays that can confuse navigational instruments or destroy passing planes and ships altogether. According to one more theory, in October 2005, Japanese scientists made a surprising discovery off the coast of Tokyo, near Bonin Island. They found the giant octopus of about 9 meters long. On the other hand, researchers from the National Science Museum in Japan have managed to identify this creature as Arhotutris, a rare species that attacks the bait with unprecedented force and violence. Bermuda Triangle researcher Rob Simon believes this discovery proves something similar may be lurking in Bermuda's waters. The legend about the giant octopus is not a legend. They exist, some of them are over 150 meters long. We don't know what's in the deep ocean. It could be a giant creature, especially in this part of the ocean. Maybe his food sources are there. We don't know. But that could explain the mysterious disappearance of some ships, added Simon during an interview given in 2007. Dr. Jeff Marliave, an octopus expert at the Vancouver Aquarium in Canada, has explained why an octopus would not be able to live in such waters. However, he did not rule out the possibility of a giant octopus, adding that the giant octopus only occurs in the Northeast Pacific Ocean. A species of octopus that could occur in the Bermuda Triangle region would be a very small species, and she would move very close to the shore. However, certainly not in the central part of the Bermuda Triangle, which basically has a sandy bottom. Now, when people talk about giant octopuses attacking boats, of course they are based on some old story from the time of whaling and sailing ships, when stone inscriptions describe them as animals attacking small ships, said this expert. So guys, there is no single theory that neatly explains the cause of all the disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle. As one skeptic puts it, trying to find a common cause for every Bermuda Triangle disappearance is no more logical than trying to find a common cause for every automobile accident in Arizona. Yet with each new credible theory that is proposed, the less mysterious the disappearances seem. Nevertheless, as long as there are those who firmly believe the Bermuda Triangle is a place where mysterious, supernatural forces cause ships and planes to vanish, the myths will continue to live on. Now it's over to you. We covered most every single thing about the Bermuda Triangle, but in case we missed something out, let us know in the comment section. because we do not want that any kind of thing which can reveal this mystery should be saved from coming in front of you guys. So please commenting and also give some love to our channel and our videos too. Till then, goodbye, see you soon guys. Goodbye.